Welcome to day number 3 of the Course Creation Challenge. We'll be talking about mastering content creation today. Also, make sure you've downloaded the workbook because inside of that, I've given you lots of formulas around how to create your course name so that it attracts the right type of audience. And also in today's live, I'm going to share with you how you can sell your course before you make it, so that you can earn while you learn. Plus, one thing that you can do today to make sure that you are successful. So, congratulations! Yay! Welcome to day number 3. Thanks for making it here. I hope you're super proud of yourself. Now, we'll be kicking off, as always, with our dance party, and come on into the VIP room via Homebase.
You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings, but now I shine with your reflection on me. Getting back up on my feet. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner. Pushing me up to the top. I saw the clouds looking angry, but then the sky reached my mind. And when I space out, I see the possibilities unfolding the way that I want. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory.
I'm not gonna change my mind. Your headstrong forward, but this time around I'm taking my time. Don't push me. I'm not coming down. I'm not giving up. Oh, don't rush me. I made up my mind, going straight to the top. Ooh, ooh. I will follow blindly.
holding on, I wouldn't let you go. 'Cause every time I try, you find a loophole. I've been slamming the door and just leave you cold. When I come back, you've heated up the South Pole. You see my body rush for the escape, while my heart wants to stay. I run away, hit the road, and almost there. But I keep turning back just like a boomerang. You're like a backseat ghost telling me to stop. No matter what you do, I keep on coming back. Just like a boomerang. Just like a boomerang. Just like a boomerang. I keep on spinning like a boomerang. You know exactly where to push or pull. And I am going mad just like you knew I would. You're reading me like an open book. You know me better than I ever thought you could. You see my body rush for the escape, while my heart wants to stay. I run away, hit the road, and almost there. But I keep turning back just like a boomerang. You're like a backseat ghost telling me to stop. No matter what you do, I keep on coming back. Just like a boomerang. I keep on spinning like a boomerang. My head is spinning on my shoulders. So what's the use of trying, baby? All the ways they lead to you. You're like a magnet pulling me in. I run away, hit the road, and almost there. But I keep turning back just like a boomerang. You're like a backseat ghost telling me to stop. No matter what you do, I keep on coming back. Just like a boomerang. Just like a boomerang. Just like a boomerang. I keep on spinning like a boomerang. Just like a boomerang. I keep on spinning for you. Like a boomerang. I keep on spinning like a boomerang. I won't make it easy for you now. You got 2 minutes of my time, and I don't really break too easily, but I'm worth it, 'cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me breaking your sweat. You're falling into me, touch me. I swear you would do anything that I want. So keep us awake till the dawn. Baby, feel free. I wanna make you sweat on me. I wanna make you sweat on me. I got you wrapped around my finger, but don't you try to call me tomorrow. There's nothing personal in having a little fun. You wait and see if it's worth your while. So give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me breaking your sweat. You're falling into me, touch me. I swear you would do anything that I want. So keep us awake till the dawn. Baby, feel free. I wanna make you sweat on me. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long.
Right, we're getting close. What are you singing?
And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Shine, go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to day number 3. We have Cosmo joining us today. You say hello. Hi. Yeah. And give him a wave. Good bird. Yes, you are a pretty bird. Now, hopefully he'll stay quiet. You're going to stay quiet. So we've relocated because it is 40 degrees outside, which is about 105 degrees in Fahrenheit. It's goddamn hot. And I don't have a climate-controlled office, so it's probably 60 degrees in my office. My husband said if I was out there, I would literally be a melting wax dummy. So we are inside today in the house, so it's a bit echoey and all the things, but we're going to roll with it. Well, welcome to day number 3. We're going to be talking about mastering your content creation today, and also how you can sell your course before you make it, because I want you to earn while you learn. And we will also be officially naming your course. Yes. So I hope you're so excited for that. Now, this is going to be so fun for so many of you to actually give. I can't help it. I'm looking at the camera. I've just got to digress for one moment. I'm going to take a photo and I'll post it in the Facebook group. My husband has done something to the camera. Hang on a second. Okay, I'll post that later and I'll put it into the Facebook group and show you. It's very hard to concentrate. He's put eyeballs around the outside of the camera, so it looks like a little face smiling at me. Anyway, I digress. about to say is when you create your course name, it's going to be really, really fun. But some of you are going to get hung up. I know this in this area, and you're not going to move forward. So I want you to actually enjoy this process. But also, I don't want you to be one of those people who just get stuck spinning your wheels because you just can't make a decision on what to name your course. Who thinks they're going to get there? You think that's going to be you? I got a few smiles. Joanne's like, oh, yeah, I know. Okay, so at the end of the day, it isn't the name of the course that is going to sell your course. What do you think it would be? Come on, put it in the chat. If it's not the name of your course that's going to sell your course, what is it? Because ultimately, it isn't. Yes, you've got that right. Marketing, sales and marketing, and the promotion, and you, right? Your personality is also going to help to sell the course. So here's my challenge for you. Please do not let naming of your course stop you from finishing your course. Can you promise me that? Yes? All right, fabulous. Now, this won't happen straight away, but my goal is for you, please don't get hung up on this. So I want you to move forward, even if the name's not exactly what you want it to be. So that's why I created the workbook for you for today's session. So hopefully you've all downloaded the workbook, and if you're having a lot of overwhelm, this has been created to help you with that process. So I've given you a little bit of some of the art and the science behind creating a name for your course. And also you can use this workbook to help you through that process. Now, I've also given you a bunch of different course names as well that you can just plug and play. So for those of you who maybe just want to get that shit done, right? A little bit of GSD, you can just grab the options that I've given you and use those. Now, once you've decided on what you want to do in regards to naming your course, you will need to do a little bit of investigation to make sure that you can actually use it. So the first thing to do is Google it. Type in www.nameofthecourse.com or .com.au or whatever you want. And another thing you can do is use power words. Actually, this isn't for research, but use power words inside your course name. Power words are a really strong verb. Yes, an action word. You know, I'm really bad at all of the, comprehension and stuff when it comes to literacy. But I do remember now that an action word is a verb. Now, power words are very attractive as well. They kind of elicit an emotional response from people. So they can also be super helpful to have in your course as well. So for those of you who just want to get the shit done, however, I've included a pretty simple course naming formula towards the end of the course workbook, and it'll make it even more super fast for you. So hopefully that's super helpful. And also, if you want to take it a little bit further, say that your course name isn't exactly what you want it to do or be, you can add a subtitle along the bottom, which will then also help to explain the course. So before you dig into all the details, I really want you to think about, what is it that's really important to the people who are purchasing your course? What are the parts of your course that are truly going to help and serve others? And that's your goal, right? Is to help and to serve others. So I know this might seem pretty obvious, and I know a lot of you have probably been in business for a long time now and working with clients, and you know who your ideal client is, who that avatar is, and you've also got a bit of idea of what they want, right? What do they like? What don't they like? And what do they need to be successful? So when you put yourself in your avatar's shoes, it will also help you with this process as well. So step into their shoes and think about or imagine yourself as them, looking at the name of the course and imagine their problems, their struggles, their pain points. And does the type of course name pique their interest just a little bit? Okay. And we would like to see a little bit of an emotion brought up in them if possible. So, again, I don't want you to get stuck though. Just choose something. Now, you might want to get a bit creative as well, but think, how will this resonate with my ideal client? Okay. Now, the research side, Google. Make sure that you have also Googled to see if you can get the domain or a version of the course name for your domain as well. That actually really, really helps. But to be totally honest with you, let me share my story about a couple of things that we've named. So the Sparkle Class Academy, when I decided I actually wanted Sparkle Academy when I first named this program way back in 2015. And, Sparkle Academy was already being used. So I put the word class in there. As I was a teacher, I thought, hey, we do classes, and it really aligns quite well now because we have experts coming in every day inside of our paid community. And they run their own expert classes that you can attend from, Facebook and copywriting and graphic design and strategy, automation, all sorts of, experts or teachers, you might say. So it did eventually align, but I didn't realize it at the time. Now, also, a lot of my courses, like the Sales Marketing School, originally that was just called the Elite Club because I'd moved from another company where when you're at the top of the company, you were called an elite. So I named it the Elite Club. Then also we renamed that a couple of other times to eventually become Sales and Marketing School. And, and I was able to buy that domain, which is pretty good. So I want you to know that you don't actually have to love the name of your course, because I didn't love Sparkle Class Academy at all when I first bought it, but I was just like, well, just pick something. I can get the domain. It'll do. Right? So what I want you to do is know that good is good enough. Okay? It doesn't have to be amazing. Okay? Maybe it's not as good as you would like it to be, but then add that juicy subtitle along the bottom. And with that subtitle, it will add more depth to the course name as well. Okay, so now look, I know you could probably spend weeks or even months trying to pick the perfect name, but remember that the name does not pay the bills, right? And you cannot even guarantee that your course is going to be a success just because of the name. So when you're making the decision, I want you to look at what's available, and then I want you to just lock it down. Yeah. Are you ready to just lock that shit down? Yeah. Awesome. I can see head nods, Victor. Yep. Bridget's yes. Fabulous, Maria. Thank you. All right. So really the moral of this story that I'm trying to get to is I don't want you to end up down a rabbit hole, because it will push you back. Okay. It'll stop you from GSD. And I want you to truly give yourself the gift of done. Okay, just make that decision. All right. So now also grab out that workbook. This will be what you will be part of your homework for today. So by the end of today, you will have posted in the Facebook group what your name is. However, if you do need help, feel free to put some options into the Facebook group, or maybe set up a poll, ask your success coach, or even put a poll inside your own community groups and ask them. Okay? So utilize our pop-up group or your own. But please give yourself the gift of done. Okay? You can give yourself a little bit of time to make the decision. I would prefer just today, but no longer than a week. Okay? You want to have that name before we do the GSD working workshop day. All right. So lock it in. And now let's also, first, we're already a few minutes in, but congratulations, everybody, for making it to day 3. I am so proud of you for finally committing and being that 10% to get to day 3. But the party's not over. We are still keeping this group open for you until the GSD day. So I'm going to still go live in the group every day for you to give you some tips and some strategies around other things you can do to help improve your course. Also, my goal for you is you will be selling your course within the next 30 days. Are you excited for that? Who wants to actually, Maria's like, oh, Joanne's got her arms here. Everyone's like, yes, within 30 days. I love that. All right. So make sure that you do register for the course kickstart. Okay, so that is, I don't have the link, but the team, it'll be around this video or it'll be in the chat. Make sure you do register for the GSD day, because the way in which we help you to create a course is that you can sell it before it's fully made. All right, now the next, and I totally forgot to do the agenda today, so here it is. And Cosmo thinks it's funny too. Here's the agenda. We've already talked about naming your course. We're going to move into talking about when it comes to creating your content. So when you're actually getting to the stage, now this will happen later, okay? This is just for you to note now, okay? Just to think about when you're looking at each of your lessons. However, this won't be something that you utilize until you get closer to selling it, okay? All right, so what we want you to do, the different things to consider in regards to filming is option number 1 is the talking head, all right, or face to camera. This is a pretty simple approach. It's quite direct. You just literally, like you're a teacher standing up the front of a classroom and looking into the camera and talking. Now, remember we spoke about your lesson plan in the last live. If you've got 3 dot points and you can talk for 5 to 10 minutes on 3 dot points, you've got yourself a lesson, okay? Don't overthink it. It really is a great way for engaging your audience as well. You can connect with your audience. And it can be filmed just on a smartphone. Oh, there's a feather. Just on a smartphone. Okay, so you don't need to overthink it either. I would recommend that you do it in landscape mode though, because once you put it into a course, that's generally the way that the televisions or the computer screens are. You can crop it later for stories if you've got plenty of space either side, just like I have. If Joyce wants to come in, she can crop this and turn it into a story later. Okay, so that's the first one, talking head or face to camera. Option number 2 is a voiceover. So a voiceover is either done on a slide, so you use a PowerPoint presentation or something that, some visual graphics. You might show visual graphics while doing a voiceover. Victor, he's an artist and he's going to be doing art projects. So he could do a voiceover while drawing or painting, right? Or if he's teaching like line and different types of shading techniques, whatever it is, you don't need to have a face to camera. You could literally just voice over while you're doing that. Now, this is really useful. Also using, you can do it in Canva. Did you know that in Canva you can have a PowerPoint presentation and do your voiceover at the same time? And also you can do a voiceover with your face in it if you want to, for example, in Zoom. Even Canva, I believe, allows you to do that as well. PowerPoint and Keynote allow you to do the voiceover. I'm not 100% sure on if you can install a camera. Google it. But I use Ecamm. This is what you see me in today with all of the things on the side. But yeah, including still frames or images or slide decks with a voiceover is option 2. Now, the third one is screen recordings for demonstrations. So you've seen me do a few of these over the last couple of days where I share screen. So you can use this for tutorials. especially for those who are teaching in software. So for those clients who will be attending the GSD day, we'll be doing a lot of that. So we actually get clients to share screen in the room, and we'll, rather than saying click the button, we're literally circling on the screen everywhere you're supposed to be clicking while you're clicking. So it's really helpful for that. You can use tools like Camtasia, OBS Studio, Screencaster, and just even Zoom, right, will allow you to screen record as well. All right, the next option is whiteboard and blackboard demonstrations. Now, you saw my version of a whiteboard, which you could probably classify also as a screen share. But it is literally just, it's what's called an NDI stream too. And if you need help, we teach that inside of our community. But you can screen share your iPad and draw on it as a whiteboard. Ours looks a bit fancy. You don't need it. Go scrolling back through my old videos. You will see me sitting with a whiteboard behind me, and I literally just turn and I write while I talk. I've also got a standing whiteboard that I stand beside and I write and I talk. Or one of those flip charts, you know, that you put on those tall standing boards so you can refer back, you know, as you might draw and then you've got to refer back to a previous teaching. So you're not just wiping off the board and losing all of that. So the whiteboard is a great way as well. Now, this is good for mathematical equations, scientific equations. If you're doing conceptual sort of topics, like I do a lot around when I'm teaching around mindset, there's a lot of little graphics I draw to help you to visualize what I'm trying to get you to understand in your brain. So a physical whiteboard or that digital one as well, just with a tablet and a stylus. All right, the next option is interviews or panel discussions. So think about filming interviews with experts inside your course. It could even bolster the amount of content because it's not just coming from you, it's coming from other industry experts as well. And as you know, we're all about RIM here, repetition, immersion, and modeling a proven practice. And sometimes you will teach the same thing over and over again, and it will take just another person saying it a different way with the same context for that person to remember. So interviews can be really good. Also, you know, it puts you in an area of authority because you're interviewing others as well. Now, another great one is on location filming. So I'll use Victor as another example. You could paint outside. How fun would that be, doing a landscape and you're standing outside doing the landscape? We've also got clients inside of our community who are chefs. So their on location filming is in their kitchen. It's so fun. I had another client who did a lot of gut health. And so she would be making up the little fermented fruits and vegetables and, you know, all of the bacterial things to help with your gut health. And she filmed those sitting in her kitchen and out the back, and we just set a few cameras up around her. Now, another thing to think about too, if you're worried about, you know, how do you get multiple shots and multiple cameras, especially if you're out on location, and also you want to save time in the filming process, is set up every device you have with a camera and record on it. Now, it takes a bit to go around and to hit the record button on each of the devices. So not every device starts at the same time. So I'll give you a couple of options on what you could do. The first thing you could do is, if you're doing it live in a room, you could go into a Zoom room. You could go into Zoom with every single camera, and then the people in the room can choose which camera they want to look at. Right? Now, this is especially good for those who are, for example, like our chefs, our Tony and Melissa. Now, when they film, they can have a camera on their face, a wide angle across their kitchen, an overhead camera while they're cutting, and a close-up camera of the area on their like cooktop. Okay. Now, as you're hitting record on each of these, now this is what I learned from working in a TV show for quite a number of years now. My husband works on a TV show. Is once your cameras get going, Cosmo, come on, step up. So once your cameras get going, then I want you to do some loud claps. Now, you've seen those clippers that they do at the when you see them do the movies. What that loud clap does is because every video camera has been started at a different time. So when you align them on an edit, so you're aligning them to edit, that clap in the sound, that clap in the sound actually has a peak, right? You'll see it, and you align the peak together, and that way all your lip sync and all the videos are all aligned in the editing software as well. So that's another thing you can do, like just get all of the devices. Okay, now the next one and the final one I want to talk to you about is user-generated content. So what this means is encourage your students to create videos about their learnings as well. What that does is it really it creates this sense of community and also peer learning. What worked well? What didn't work well? What are they going to do different moving forward? Where did they get stuck? How did they overcome that? What resource did they go to overcome that? And Cosmo, seriously, he's been quiet all morning, and it's too hot to put him outside today or he'll die. And we don't want that, right, Joanne? Oh, Joanne was so happy when I decided not to sell Cosmo. Anyway, that's a story for another day. So there's a few ideas for you in regards to how to actually film your content. But again, when I film my content, I don't overthink it. It's me and face to camera to begin with. All right, think about the fastest thing to get the content out there to make the transformation. Now, including other things that you will put in with your course is additional resources. For example, workbooks, right? You do not need, however, to have workbooks to launch. Okay? You don't need to. You can make them later or after you've made the video. Tell a VA to watch the video and make a workbook for you based off the video. Okay, so that will save you time as well. Remember, we're always iterating our course. We're always making it better. So if the first time it's just face to camera, second time you do it, add some slide decks in if you want to. Next time, add some workbooks and slowly make it better. But at the end of the day, you just need the content that's going to give them the result. All of the other stuff is lovely, but they don't have to have it, right? So, because really at the end of the day, you need to have people in the program to make sure it's working and giving results. We're not just making a course for the sake of making a course so that we can get paid, right? If you're not doing it for them, then you shouldn't be building a course because it's real. They're paying for an outcome and a result, and you're going to give it to them. All right, now, another thing I just wanted to share with you, which I only decided this morning, and Christy's going to have to figure out the logistics. I know she's good at that stuff. But I've decided that I'm going to do laser coaching on a couple of special people who apply. So if you head to the Homebase dashboard, you will see a new button on the dashboard where you can apply for laser coaching. Now, next Tuesday, or this coming Tuesday, we always run a strategy with Sally session that all of our diamond level clients get access to. I come into that session, I teach a little something, and then we do Q&A, and I stay until the questions are all answered from all of our diamond clients. If that's 3 hours, it's 3 hours. So I stay as long as I need to. Every single Tuesday is my attention on the Sparkle world. Now, excuse me. If you register for laser coaching, then you will get a special invite into that VIP room. Now, you can still register, but maybe you're not yet ready to actually be brought up onto stage and have coaching done. That's fine. Register at the bottom. You can opt not to have the laser coaching. But if you send us that information, we will have a look at it and give you some feedback, because there is a question in there. If you had one question, what would it be? So we'll make sure that we do reply to each of you. However, the one-on-one is a special gift. Now, all of those people out there who have been completing all of the projects, doing the assignments, and will be attending the GSD day, there is also a grand prize that we will be giving to one lucky winner, and that is a 2-hour coaching session with me. And we're going to work through whatever you need. Okay, don't ask me to tell you how to make a surfboard. I'll probably ask ChatGPT. But anything to do with strategy and marketing and course creation, I'm your girl. And most people will use this probably for their course creation map to go through it, make sure it's good, and then probably talk about some marketing strategies as well. So you do have until the GSD workshop to submit your assignments and get registered so that you're in the running for that session. Now, normally I charge $5,000 for a few hours with me. But for one lucky person, you will be able to win that session. All right. Now, I know yesterday I said that I would do an office tour. I'm sorry, it's not happening. It's too hot. I will die. So keep an eye inside of the Facebook group. I promise you, when the weather drops and it's not like 105 degrees outside, which literally it is 105 degrees outside, or 40 degrees for those in Australia. And inside my office, it's probably, 10 or 20 degrees hotter than that. So it is a stinker today. That's why I am inside my house today filming. So I promise that I will do a tour for you sometime throughout the week once the temperature goes down. So please make sure you register for the GSD day. Now, the next thing I wanted to talk to you about is what you're actually going to do for your homework as we start to wrap things up. You are going to complete your name, right? You're just going to lock it in. Promise? I'm looking at you. Promise? No rabbit hole for you. Also, I want you to get registered for GSD and also that opportunity to have some laser coaching with me next week on Tuesday. All right. Now, also, again, make sure you post your homework. I can't wait to see your names underneath the homework thread. Thank you, everyone who's been doing the Live in 5 challenge. I've really been enjoying watching them. And even if you're just catching us on the final day of the live recordings, I'm still coming in every day and I will be giving you other little live topics to talk on. And of course, we do have today's live topic. Now, this one is I want to talk about success and failure. And I want you, again, to be vulnerable because we're building that confidence muscle because people will connect with your vulnerability. So you'll talk about success and failure and what does it look like for you. Also, I want you to share something valuable that you have actually learnt from a failure. Now, I'm not going to share my story. I'm going to do a live as well and share mine for you as well. So also, I want you to share your biggest aha for today and also what you will do differently moving forward. I can't believe that we are already at day 3, but it's not going to stop here. I'm going to have lots more content for you. I've written a few things already around sales and marketing that I'm going to share with you. So once we do build the course, what are you going to do? Yesterday I went live and we announced yesterday's 4 winners. Between now and the GSD, we will also do 4 winners a day. So don't think that you're out of the running, even if you've registered late. You're still part of the party. All right, guys. So tomorrow, what we're going to be talking about is I'm going to come in and it won't be an open Zoom room, but I'm just going to go live in the Facebook group. And I thought I would share my story with you. It's not something that I've done in a very long time. I was actually sort of coached by somebody who said, you should just share your story more often, and I don't really do it very often. So I'm going to share how I actually created this business and a little bit around, all the ups and downs that it's taken to get here, the perseverance, the commitment, all the things. I thought I would jump in and share that with you tomorrow. And now I just want to come into the Zoom room. I would love to hear a key takeaway from some of you from today. So who wants to go first? Who wants to share a key takeaway from today, or actually from all of the 3 days? What have you liked best? Who am I going to call up? Let's bring up Maria. She's smiling and nodding. So you're up. You're first up. I went to push my button to bring you up, but I've got to not do that because it's not here. There she is.
Thank you.
Hey.
Thanks so much. It's lovely to be here. I wasn't going to make it, but an appointment was cancelled, and I am really honored. I am also in. You asked for commitment and to show our true colors, so that was it for me. It means a lot. It has been something that I had felt quite a special feeling. I can't describe it. I think I like your energy, and I like the authenticity that you have shown throughout the 3 days. The encouragement. I wasn't very sure about the task on the dashboard because really it demands more jumping here and there on social media, and that is something I am avoiding. I am now being very deliberate, and my 20% actions need to produce 80% results, if you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
But I do like your live video yesterday. I saw it all completely, and it was very touching how you explained about your journey as well, and your legacy, and what you want to achieve by 50. I have enjoyed really the 3 days, and I think you sold me in many ways.
Well, I do see that you are on my list of registrants. So I've got a few people here that have already started registering for our Kickstart call. I can see. Thank you so much for sharing, Maria. It's so lovely to have you here, and it's so nice to see so many locals. Usually we have way more people in America in these than we do in Australia. So the Facebook algorithm must have really been loving Australia this time. But we've got Bridget, who just registered. Also Moe, I'm so happy, Moe. Maria, Semple, Gina has registered. Tina, Von Joy, Amanda, Aileen, Maria, another Maria. Our Maria, our sparkler. Nicole also, Mary, Rhonda, Light Brown, and Victor's going to be there. So, yeah. I love that guy at the end. Yeah. So more of you, get in there. Come and join us. It's going to be an amazing full 8 hours together. All right, who else would like to come up and share their biggest takeaway from the last few days together? Let's bring up Maria, our lovely sparkle sister. Come on up. Hey, Maria.
Hi, Sally. Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, a little bit of delay. Okay, it's been wonderful. It's been really amazing. Yesterday, I really enjoyed it. I loved all the challenges, and I stalled it a little bit because I said, I've got all this information. Now I've got to put it all together. And, I really enjoyed doing the task, but then I looked at it, I said, what was I supposed to do with a sticky note? And I was live yesterday, and I watched the replay in the afternoon, and I still saw the sticky notes, but I didn't know what to write on it. So I missed that one out. But by doing that exercise, it really opened up a lot of roads, which was blocked for me.
Mhm.
because like it's easy for me to help that person do everything, and I understand coaching, healing, mentoring, everything. And then I'm going, but how do I write this creature out? So look, that's been a real big task, and you know, I'd love to do it again, because I think the more I do it, the better I become at it, and it starts to break those barriers, become more vulnerable, more authentic with me, not being so hard on me. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
Because it's always
definitely.
hard to
Yeah.
work with you know?
No, and you know, I'm so glad that you caught the replay. And there is if you look, you'll see me holding up a box of post-it notes, and then I start to explain what to actually put, and I even give you an explanation of what colors to use as well. So you don't have to use the post-it notes. I just find it's very good for me, because I can visually and easily move things around and I can see some of the lessons might, you know, go together even once you start mapping out your lesson plan. But also I used you as an example in the Chat GPT as well. So I wasn't
That's
able.
amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it came up with some really good results. I mean, it's not my area of expertise. I mean, I am a life coach, and specifically, I don't focus in on that area because it doesn't bring me as much joy as teaching and automation. But you know, I had to learn it because I know that a lot of our clients were held back by mindset, 80% mindset. And that's why we also have Jackie on our team, right? How many people love coming to Jackie's sessions? She's amazing inside the community. And the shifts that we've seen in clients around mindset, and what you do, Maria, is all mindset based for leaders. And you know, those types of things are so valuable, because truly, just to live our life, it's mostly mindset, right? And our own internal beliefs. And that I also, that little itty bitty shitty committee that sits on your shoulder, right? Yeah, flick him off. And what you do really helps people to do that. So thank you so much, and we love having you inside the community. Bridget, come on up. Lovely to see you here.
You too. I am super excited to be here. And the last 3 days for me, and I hope I don't get emotional, but it's lit a fire under me again, because when I didn't get the result I wanted, when I did all the work in last year and I didn't get the result I wanted, I went through a period of time where it was like, well, I guess I'm not good enough to do this. Maybe this isn't my area of expertise. But when I saw this come up, I was like, I have to join, because I have to prove to myself that I can do it. Even though I don't have a lot of the finances, being a teacher and my husband being a teacher, but I know that there is a way. There has to be a way. And so I'm proving it to myself, and I'm going to be 50 in June. So I want to have this all accomplished by then. So I want to, this is a big goal of mine this year, is to prove to myself that I can do things that make me uncomfortable and get rid of this imposter syndrome. So I'm really excited to be here. So your style of teaching, the structures that you have put in place, as a teacher myself in the classroom, I'm like, she's doing exactly what I do in the classroom. And so it just makes my heart really happy. And I'm just so grateful to you and the time that you're taking to spend with us.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Well, first off, let me commend you for making that commitment. It begins with a belief that you can. You know, everything that you do, you have to believe you can, or you won't. Right. So it's really seeing yourself as a successful course creator, and then doing all the things that will help you get there.
Yeah.
So you're here. I'm so excited that it's lit a fire under you. That literally, I got goosebumps, and it's not even cold. I
have a little bit of tears, but it is really true, because you know, yes, I don't have a lot of spare time teaching full time, and I have 4 teenagers that, you know, are my kiddos, and I spend my life with them, and my husband. So just putting this into the pockets of my day that I can, it's just going to be life changing. And I want that for myself and I want that for my family. So thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Well, I saw you on our list for the full 8-hour day together. So that's going to be amazing. And, you know, we do have, even when we work full time, we can have a side hustle. I've got this little picture I'm going to share with you that I always like to refer to. It's just in my little favorites here. Where do I find? Where is favorites? Oh, my phone's just full of screenshots of everything.
Mine is too.
Yeah, hardly. My husband has all the fun photos. And here we go. It should be in here. Yeah, this one. So when people tell me they don't have enough time, and you know, the best people and the hardest worker are busy people because they already know how to delegate their time. But this is a really interesting fact here. Let's see if I can get my face out of the way. So if you think you don't have enough time, you actually do 40 hours of working, right? And then you do 35 hours of sleeping, eating, showering, driving. You do 58 hours of sleeping. You still have 37 hours left in the week to pursue your dreams. And that just showed you how bad my nails were as well. That might be my goal for this afternoon. To go out and get my nails done.
That is amazing. And I think your nails are super cool. Well, the first day when I popped on here, I was like, she is just so cool. It's just so fun.
That's so nice. I was not cool in high school.
I wasn't either, but that was like, I love her hair. I love her nails. I love her outfit. I just love it all. So
thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, awesome. All right. Thank you so much. Literally, you've given me goosebumps and tears in my eyes. I cannot wait to have you in that full day event that we've got coming up. Now, Risa, why don't you come up and share what have you liked about the last few days together?
Well, like everybody else said, you're just totally awesome and down to earth, and the way you break everything down for us. I was very sad that I had to skip out last night and I didn't get to finish because I wanted to ask you questions. And I can't do the full day because I will not be available. We're going to be on vacation during all the next stuff. But just the way you broke down how to come, you know, all the different things about the filming and all the different things about how to break down your course. It's just so so much simpler than, you know, it's just easier to digest it in those little pieces. It's so much simpler. So you really break it down well, and you just give so much value. I mean, so many great things, tips, and I've taken tons of notes every time I've been here.
Oh, good. I love that.
It's exciting.
So here's a hot tip for you in regards to coming, and this is for everybody out there. When you come along to training like this, or you go to a conference and you are, you know, you're just bombarded with so much information. And if you're anything like me, you take copious amounts of notes, right? So I have a strategy that I do at the end of every learning event, and I do it all the time. Otherwise, I feel as though you will waste your time. So there's this thing called the forgetting curve, and you will lose 70 to 80% of the knowledge that you learned within 24 hours. But there is a way to help that. What you want to do is within 24 hours, take your messy notes and rewrite neat notes. And that will then allow you to start with retention of that information. And then every day for the next couple of weeks, 5 minutes, like take it to the toilet, 5 minutes, and just look back over your notes, because it will help with retention. And if you can re-watch any of the videos as well, there'll be things that you missed or you didn't hear because you were busy writing notes on something else. Like Maria missed the Post-it note thing, right? So there is always more stuff to do. Now, I actually use a 3 notebook strategy for rewriting my notes. I do 1 to rewrite all of the information into dot points of stuff that I really loved that I want to teach to somebody else. Right? So there'll be something that I've shared, whether it's a mindset tip or something that you're like, oh, my audience could benefit from that, because the best way to learn is to teach, right? So write a list of the things that you enjoyed that you would love to share with your audience. The second notebook, if there's any references to reading material, or there might be something that's brought up and I want to do more research into it, any learning and development that I want to go deeper on, I will put those in another notebook. So I've got my L&D, Learning and Development notebook, with books and things like that. And then my third notebook is actions. So from everything that I've got, what are all the things that I need to do, right? What are the things I will implement? And through that, I then choose what's something I can do today, this week, and this month. And I prioritize them. So I actually do something with all of this amazing knowledge that gets shared with you at any conference that you go to. I'll even be on a plane coming home from a conference, and that's my job when I get on the plane, is to sit there and rewrite all of my notes from the conference. And I'll sit down every night after each day, if I do a 3-day conference, and always rewrite my notes, because otherwise you will lose most of what you've learned.
Right.
Yeah. So
I tend to teach it to somebody else. So I think I told you I have my friend who's going to do the course with me. We're doing it together. So as I've been learning it, I've been like, oh, I have to tell you this. Let me tell you. And so I've been explaining it to her. And that way it gets in my head better too.
Yeah, we have.
So,
we've got a thing that we do inside our team. And for those who are thinking about growing a team, this is a really awesome strategy. Learn one, do one, teach one. Right? So I will learn how to do it, then I'll do it, and then I'll teach it. And my version of teaching is to record a loom of me doing it, and it'll take a little longer because I'm teaching it while I'm doing it. Then I give it to a VA, and then my VA has to learn it by watching my video. They have to do it, and then they have to teach it. And their option for teaching is they now have to take that video and take screenshots and turn it into a written SOP. So if they're not in that position, we can just hand these documents over. Then when they've done that, they then hand that SOP, screenshot with note document to somebody else, and then they learn from that. They do, and they make sure that they can then go forth and teach it. So we have that kind of passing on down thing. And also what helps with that is when the VA watches my loom, she will let me know if there's something she didn't understand, because she then has to stop and think and create a written document. And then the person who watches or uses the written document to do it, they can also let the person who wrote it know if there's anything missing as they're going through it. So for anyone who's thinking about who's thinking about a team, like hiring a VA or getting help out there, right? So that's a really great way to be able to not waste a lot of time, because you just have to do this, the loom. After that, you pass it down for them to learn, do, and teach. So yeah, I just thought I'd share that for you. I go off onto all sorts of tangents, and as you can tell, the last
you're a
3
wealth
days,
of knowledge.
I
many things.
Definitely haven't stayed under my 30 minutes. I got off yesterday. Christy's like, yeah, that wasn't 30 minutes. I said to her at the beginning of the session, I said, I don't think this is going to be under. I think this should actually be 2 separate days, what we did yesterday, but we jam-packed it in.
It was a lot yesterday.
It was, wasn't it? I really
and yeah, I didn't want to leave. Let me tell you, I did not want to leave because I wanted to ask you questions. So.
Well, we can do some questions soon. I will, when I look, and I self-reflected on yesterday as well. I always go back and watch, especially because I haven't run this training for so long in this kind of setting. I went back and looked at it, and I'm like, yeah, that was, I gave you too much information. Remember I say sometimes, it's what you put in, what you leave out. I did. I gave you way too much information, and in self-reflection and looking back, it definitely needs to be split because it was just too much. So if you come along to another one of these that we're thinking of running again, you'll notice it always changes. What about Mary? Hello, Mary. What have you enjoyed about the last few days?
Oh, look, I've loved all of it. Yesterday was big. And I did watch part of the replay, and I'll probably watch it again. I don't have any of those sticky notes. So it was like, okay, I'm going to have to probably spend a week on just yesterday. But it's great because, I actually sat down. I did quite a bit of work on it yesterday afternoon, but I still got a lot of work to do. So I'm just allowing myself that time. And I think I joined late today. I feel like I've missed the start of this, so I'll watch the replay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
You know, yesterday was a big one. And you will find this too when you're teaching. You don't want to give too much because people need time to process and sit with it. And you know, I got a little bit excited to just get you guys going, but that doesn't mean it's going to stop. Like just like what we're going to do on the final day. And I think Mary, you're on my list for joining us for the.
I just can't make that day because it's my husband's birthday and we're going away. So is there a replay of that I could watch?
We weren't actually going to do a replay, but we might consider doing one. Yeah, why not? I'll record it for you. We'll have to, you know, we might chop out the working. No, it's only 8 hours. And because it's follow along click by click, nobody gets left behind. And I've actually I used to do I've done 3-day workshops in the past, which we're doing another one in April, a 3-day list growth workshop, and it's all click by click. Build it along with us. So even on the replay, we've had many clients be successful sitting through and clicking along in the background, even when they're not there live, because nobody gets left behind when we do click by clicks. If not, everyone has to be at the same spot before I move to the next section.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm going to miss it, but
that's okay.
the husband's birthday.
Totally
that has to be priority.
Family first, always.
Yeah.
Family first, right? I mean, we're going through a whole change in life at the moment. My daughter's just moved to university to live, so we're like empty nesters. And my husband just has 2.5 hours to get there, and he's just left because she needed a sleeping bag. She's decided to go on a camp this weekend with the engineering group. And so he's like, I told her when I went up last weekend if she wanted a sleeping bag, and she said no. I said, next time, make sure you take whatever you think she needs and don't ask. But it's really weird not having my child in the house anymore. It's such a strange feeling. But
it is. I've been through it.
Yeah.
She'll have a fantastic time on a camp, I'm sure.
Yeah, I've been looking and messaging her every day, but I'm feeling sad, but also happy to see that because she's a very shy kid, that she's making friends. That was sort of my biggest worry, is that she'd just hibernate in a room and never come out. But she's been out playing pool in the games room and stuff. So anyway, I'm off on another tangent with you, but thank you, Mary.
Thank you.
Why don't you register for the GSD? If you're going to do it and you're going, because we're going to be using Kajabi, grab the February deal, because Kajabi did reach out to us and chose 5 people worldwide to choose one type of promotion to run. And we chose the $69 one because I've never seen anything like, usually it's about $199 a month. And so I snapped it up. I said, I'll take the $69 one. I could have done the a 60-day free trial, but at the end of the day, I'm only looking for serious course builders. And if they can't afford $69 a month to put like it's like less than one sale a month, right? So you'll need, if you're going to do that, make sure you grab that before February, just so you don't miss out, because it will be $69 for the life unless you kind of go outside the scope of what you get, but it's good enough for one course for sure.
It sounds great. Wonderful. Thank you so much. I will definitely do that.
You're welcome. As you can tell, guys, I'm a huge Kajabi fan. I love it. All right, Victor, come on up. What has been, I mean, you're immersing yourself in all the world of the sparkle. What have you enjoyed about this kind of 3-day hustle that we've done together?
The way you simplified it, I mean, obviously your energy and all that is just wonderful. You know, and I've done this before. Like I've taken, actually, this is my 3rd time trying to make a course. Okay. And those previous times, they were just not on the mark. It just seemed to me like, you know, they say, do this, and they just leave you in the dark. And then when you ask questions, they kind of go around it and they say, well, you have to do this, and then you have to do this. And again, they leave you kind of in the dark and you're left overwhelmed with not knowing what to do. And I think maybe I just needed this. Maybe the universe put me in the right place to be with you, because you broke it down and made it so simple that I even told my wife 2 nights ago, like, I've been overthinking this whole thing. And, you know, she's a teacher and I was a teacher as well. I taught biology and I taught art. And I told her, I don't know why I deviated from, lesson planning and knowing how to create something, because that's what we do, right? As teachers, we have to plan all year long. But for this, so the other places were teaching it different. They were kind of separating it from actual education.
Yeah.
And you have kind of gone along with what teachers do. And so that's one of the things that I've enjoyed with you is you totally made it so easy to the point that I have it all done. It's just need to edit. Now I'm just editing. So
Yeah.
it's pretty nice. It's a good feeling.
I can't wait. Honestly, I think it's going to be amazing. And the fact that you've tried 3 times, thank you so much for sharing. I mean, yeah, I have Christy and I were actually talking a little bit ago about, I'm taking a lot of step back inside the Sparkle world. Christy's in running the operation side. And, she's been asking me, out of all the things that you love, what is it that you love? And I was like, teaching. Right? I can get in and I can design the automation. I love the strategy side and looking at the numbers, but at the end of the day, it's this. I could sit here with you guys. This is why it always goes overtime. Because I could sit with you guys all day. That's why Strategy with Sally tends to go really long, because I really want to get you results. And usually it's the simplification of everything. I think that's probably why what is good about my brain is I don't like it complicated. I think in pictures and simplified ways. And, it's just something that I've always done. And, drawing pictures, like someone would teach me something very complicated and I'll turn it into a graphic because it's easier for my brain. And, thank you. And like you said, yeah, I've been through a few course creation programs myself because, you model and you learn from others, you model success, and you've got to buy your competitors' programs, or sometimes they're not really competitors. Like I will work with Amy Porterfield and I partner with her and sell her course creation as well, even though I teach course creation, because I love what she does and the style that she does it. Her specific way of selling is webinars, where my specific way of selling is challenges, right? That's how I like to attract people and sell. So it's still different. But going back to education, understanding the focus, the goals, the outcomes, not just verbal diarrhea of information at people, which I've noticed a lot of course creators do. They're not thinking of the outcome. They're just thinking, if I just teach everything, they'll figure it out. But like you said, you just get more confused. Or you come to a free event and they're always talking around the outside because they want you to buy their stuff. Yeah, lots of head nods in the room. You see, my philosophy is good karma, pay it forward. If you like what I do here for free, imagine what you get on the inside. And at the end of the day, I could stand up in front of an audience of 100 people, give them all the hot tips to get to $1 million business, and you'd be lucky if one person actually implements. So everything I teach is out there on the internet somewhere. It's just not in the right order. And you could spend years going through my content.
Right.
So, lead with good karma. I'm never scared to give a tip or an advice with the fear that they won't buy. I've got people out there that have gone ahead and been successful without buying a single thing, and good on them. Because for me, at the end of the day, one of our big things is I want to transform the lives of 33 million people. And that's not from having 33 million clients. It's from having a small few dedicated clients who want to go out and help other people. And that's how we're going to sort of spread the sparkle around the world. And following educational standards. I really keep up to date with my, learning and development in the educational space as well, because I think it's really important not just to create a course, but to understand the reason behind your teachings as well. And so nice to see so many teachers here joining us as well, right? It's just something you can't help but do. Like you teach around the dinner table and your kids tell you off. I love having you around, Victor. It's nice to have some testosterone in the room.
And I was just going to say, and I can't remember who it was. I made a comment the other day on a breakout room, and I think it was Jutta. And every event that I've been to, it's mostly women. And I can't remember who said it also in one of these other courses that I took, and they said, women are kicking butt in the course creation.
Yeah.
They're just taking it over. And I think, why am I the only guy in most of these places? And that's why, ladies get shit done. They do. My wife is one of them.
Happy to have you here, though. Like, we've got, we call it, they're still our sparklers. Menno is in our community, and I've actually just gone into partnership with Menno. We've also got Moe is probably out there on the live stream, hasn't made it into the group. He can be technically challenged sometimes. And we've got lots of men inside the Sparkle world. But yeah, the women, what I think it also is we've got this innate nurturing, teaching thing in most women, right? And but we do, like, our men are very creative and heart-centered. We tend to attract quite creative, heart-centered, not that kind of bro marketing style guys.
Right.
Yeah, they're very much from that creative headspace, just like you. So thank you for, not just joining me in MIA, but over here inside the Sparkle World one as well. It's lovely having you here. All right. Joanne, why don't you come on up, my love? What have you enjoyed about the last 3 days?
I thought yesterday was absolutely amazing. It was what I needed. It was concrete. And, Sally, one of the things I love most about you is like step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. It's easy to follow. And Victor, I just want to tell you that you will get it done this time, because she won't let you not do it. She's amazing. Her whole team's amazing. I've been truly blessed with this group, and this was wonderful. I told you I wanted to write it all over again, and I'm not. I'm just I thought it was wonderful.
Yeah,
it helped me tremendously. Thank you.
You're welcome, because we've done so much work on your course. You're all into launching and marketing now, but very similar to Sarah. So Sarah's on our team, but she always, even before she was on our team, she's very similar to you. She comes to everything, because even though I teach the same stuff, I always word it slightly differently, or she catches up to something that she didn't even remember. I remember when we teaching the gap, right? I remember learning about the gap myself, and what is this gap thing? And then probably 6 months in, Sarah's like, oh my God, I finally see where the gap is. I understand it now. And it was just through me drawing a picture, and she'd never really seen it before. So it's that immersion of coming back and re-watching and re-listening, which I really love. You're the same, Joanne. I mean, out of all the things inside the Sparkle world, what would be your favorite thing?
You call me on my crap. I like that. You're always incredibly positive. You've got a fabulous team. And I think for me, sometimes it doesn't click, because I'm ADD and all of that crap. But you have a way of breaking it down into concrete steps that are easy to follow. And that just helps me tremendously, Sally.
Aww.
And I really like Monday nights when you answer the questions, and people have questions that I have, and it flows. The support from the team is amazing. Not just the team, my peers, the people that are in the group, really just reach out and support each other.
That's it, because we've got the open Zoom room that's open 24/7 that you guys can jump into and use. And we actually have a staff member who mans that. We have 3 staff members to make sure that there's somebody in that room 4 days a week, 9 hours a day. And you come and you sit in and you hang out, and you're making connections with the others, and you're running your own little meetings. I think Sarah's the same. She's created an accountability buddy, and they do their weekly meetings together for each other's businesses. And the VOZ, we love having you coming into the VOZ as well. But thank you, Joanne, for coming along and lighting with your beautiful smile. So great to have you. I see you're wearing purple today. She knows.
Thank you, Sally. I
You're welcome.
appreciate you.
We love you. All right, Sarah, come up, our beautiful Sarah. But before we chat with Sarah, let's talk about who is our most active participant for today.
Oh, that was quite a challenge because we had quite a few hot keyboards going. But I think the most active participant today was Risa Lynch.
Yeah! We give her some sparkles. Yay! I've just got this new deck in the house, and I was playing with my team today, Sarah. Were you in when I was like,
hello? Hello?
Now I'm a chipmunk.
oh, we were setting up all the scenes this morning, and Christy's like, you're having too much fun. So, Sarah, I know you've always come in with your student hat on. You follow the philosophy that we have, that every time you come to a training, have your student hat on and look for one new golden nugget, even though you've done these a gazillion times. So what have you liked best about the last 3 days?
I think I liked yesterday with, was it yesterday or today? Maybe it was today. I don't know. With, sorry, I got a lot going on. But all of the different ways that you can get content into your course. Because we tend to think, we tend to forget that, rather than just sitting in front of a camera and reading a script or, talking off the cuff, there's so many other ways that you can add interesting content. And, one of the things that I do as part of my my launches is I'm a puppy trainer, and so we actually do live puppy training sessions, and I've been able to take that information and repurpose it. But it's fun for the people, but it's just I wouldn't have thought of that until you mentioned it. So again, lots of really, really good information, and I just like that reminder that there's other ways that you can do that.
So I would like to do a little advert for Sarah too. Sarah's about to launch next week. If anybody would like to join a puppy training challenge, it's happening next week. Sarah, do you know what's the link? It's like free promo for you, so go for it. What's the link to join your puppy challenge?
It's puppychallengesacademy.com/join, JOIN. Would love to have you there.
Yes, and I'm teching her show, so we will be making it look pretty like this as well. So come and join Sarah and I next week, because I just love playing with the tech. So I have been teching for a little bit for Sarah, but it's definitely not something I'm going to do all the time, because it's very time consuming coming in and teching a show. It takes me about an hour to set up all the scenes before a live. And if it's a brand new live, it probably takes a couple of hours to set up all the scenes. They look pretty, right, though? Thanks, Sarah, for sharing. All right, yeah, Sarah, can you pop the link in the chat? Make sure you add the HTTP bit too, so it's clickable. And if anybody wants the link and you missed that, then just message your success coach. They will hook you up, or maybe Sarah is your success coach. Awesome. All right, well, we're going to go dark and do some Q&A time. I keep going for my button, but I don't have one in the house. Hang on a second. Where is it? We're going to go dark now. So get those questions ready. Raise your hands for those in the VIP room, so you're first in, best dressed. We're going to go dark now, and to the dark. Hang on, let's do it this way.
To the dark side of the sparkle.
Oh my Lord, I gotta
turn that off. Too many fun things. So we're going to go and do some Q&A time. Make sure that you do register go to the home base and register for laser coaching. That will allow you access into next week's Strategy with Sally with our diamond level clients. Plus, get access to our full day event. If you can't attend live, we've now decided we're going to give you the replay. So if you just register, if you can't attend live, then do that so that you will get access to the replay, or we won't know who to send it to. Awesome. I've had such a great time, but honestly, I promised my team I'm going to be going live every single day inside the Facebook group with extra tips for you, helping you get ready before the end of the month when we do the click by click build. Plus, I'm going to do the Live in 5 challenge as well. And when I come in to do mine every day, I will give you the next day's task as well. And like I said, this is one of my most favorite things to do at the end of the day. I sat out last night out the back, watched the birds come in for their evening, chase the bugs around the backyard while watching all of your videos. So thank you everyone who is building that confidence muscle and hitting that go live button. I think it's the best way for you to share your inner sparkle with the world. It's free, it's easy, and if you're not confident at going live yet, build that confidence muscle. I promise you, after about 3 or 4, you're no longer nervous. It just does get easier. And it's not like back in the old Periscope days where you would get like stalkers coming in, or, 15-year-old boys on the toilet sending really nasty things to you. You don't get that anymore really on your live streams. It really is one of the best free options for you to share your knowledge, and never be scared to share, because at the end of the day, if people love what you do for free, just imagine what they get when they pay. Awesome, guys. Well, I'm going dark now. Have a great day. Never let anyone dull your sparkle. And I will see you all later today with the prize draw and my live. And have a good one. Bye.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go